Welcome, Guardians. It is Ebontis here, Nightfall solo with the Hunter. This week we are going to be doing the Shadow Thief Strike. If you guys are on Twitch, thank you for tuning in live. It is Tuesday morning. Tend to do these live as well, so always check me out there. And of course on YouTube, many videos I always post up for you guys. Destiny 2, you guys are probably going to get tired of all the videos I post, but I can't wait. Also, one more thing for you guys. You'll see it in the corner here, Destiny 2 Ghost thumbsticks, but the big thing is 10% off at controlfreak.com with code Ebontis. Use that one, EBONTIS. You guys can see it down there in the corner. Use that code, basically promo code at checkout. You guys get 10% off. And yeah, honestly, if you don't use thumbsticks on your PS4 controllers, you're better than me, because I've been using them for forever. Finally got some Control Freaks a while ago, and I've mixed with, used different varieties, but they're all usually pretty good. They've got more traction on them. They're a little taller, so they sit in your thumbs comfortable. They're honestly pretty nice. If you don't have thumbsticks on your PS4 controller, promise you they're worth a try. They're really, really enjoyable. But back to the Nightfall Strike. Again, Shadow Thief. We have the good old Rainbow Burn here, so everything wants to kill you, and you can kill everything. Ironclad, you've got a few shields, not too many. Mostly the Siva Captains and Knight shields that are the Hive Knights. Those are going to be arc. Not too many, but Daybreak, everything is cranked up to 11. I think it's 6 weeks of Daybreak. Then I honestly wonder if the last week, right before Destiny 2 comes out, is going to be some little preview thing in Destiny 1. Some people have heard that. They've kind of wondered. It would be really cool if there's one little last send-off for Destiny 1. My build, we are live in Twitch, so I asked for a request. We are going to go Night Stalker for most of it. You guys know I have to go Celestial Nighthawk when it comes to the boss, but up until there, Night Stalker should be fun. Control the enemies, makes sense. Just honestly sticking with the guns I've got here. I've got the Doom of Chelchis, Void Scout should be fine. I've got Necrochasm, but just for the solar damage, especially for a few of those shanks, I'm going to be running Abyss Defiant, see how it goes. I may mix it up into Necrochasm and have some fun, who knows. But honestly, just going to be goofing around with some of these. Any powerful sniper rifle, this one is solar, but it's got triple tap on it and hits like a truck, so kind of hard to argue. And then any decent rocket launcher that's ammo efficient is also good. Tracking and tripod on this one allows me to have quite a few bullets. Again, not a whole lot of Night Stalker class items, so going to use Graviton Forfeit. But again, if you're running Gunslinger, Acleophage Symbiote for that that additional shot. And then for the huge damage dump, Celestial Nighthawk. In here, of course, the usual stuff. Vortex over Void Wall, just because Void Wall is sometimes hard to control. In here, Black Hole, Envenomed, so you have damage on both types of grenades. Lockdown, and then just Predator, so you get your shots more frequently. But pretty straightforward build here, nothing too crazy. So let's jump on in. I will see you guys on the inside. Thank you for tuning in on Twitch Live. So let's do this. Hopefully it goes smooth.
Sepix, the Iron Lords, and now Tanix.
Alright guys, as soon as you come in, just get running. Now you don't have Hive in this section because it's just mostly Siva on this run, so if you don't jump, these Shriekers won't even activate. So I can literally run on by, nothing. If I double jump once, you literally heard them wake up right there. So just remember that. Try not to double jump outside and you won't have to worry about any Shriekers. But as you come through here, honestly, you've got your super up. You could honestly just tether everything. But if you can get away with not, well, this is why Abyss Defiant should work fairly well. Most of these guys should melt down. Another grenade in the corner. And remember, you got that Envenom. You got both grenades working for you. So just melt everything down. Should go down. If you've got ammo out there, ammo boxes or anything like that, pick those up. I'm going to make sure I realize I'm switching between a Titan and a Hunter Jump. So remember, those are different. See if you need any more ammo, and we're good. So as you come down here, you're going to have this fun guy to deal with. Mostly just be aware that it's behind you. It's not the end of the world, just be aware that it is definitely back there. And just remember, there's a lot of different enemies in this room. But mainly remember, you have this thing behind you. That's the one that most people tend to forget. We got dregs, we got all this fun stuff, Thrall and things like that, and there's the minigun. Told you, pop up and you don't even realize it. So just make sure you're aware of where it's at and what's going on with it. Oh, just melting down some ogres there. Tethering some dudes up. Really? Out of bullets here. Finish them before that tether goes. And again, watch. This one will still kill you. Always annoying, but it's there. And you'll have a few stragglers. The wizard apparently is still up across the way, so he's fun. But once you get this far up, you could probably finish most of what you need. And if you feel like you need to get your health back, just be aware and be ready. Wizard across the way still seems to have somebody to work on, so the main thing here, get enough shots to knock that one down and then this one down, and you should have a decent run to get through here. Just make sure you take out at least one of those. If you don't try and get either one and you try and jump over that thing, you're probably going to get killed in that short little run. So keep that in mind. Up the ramp we go here. And in this room, lots of fun commences. Shoot this one, you can tether, and just have fun. So you got one splicer back there for a sniper. Captain's trying to get as far away as possible, of course. He's still trying to get away. Yeah, one way or another, you're taking damage, dude. It would be great if I didn't have to reload it all the worst times. This thing seems to have a short clip on it. So back in the back, you are going to have Fun Man. Wait for him to peek his head out again. Come on, you might have to get a little farther up. If he does, remember, shoot him in the ear. It's kind of his crit spot. I know it's weird, but it's true. And as you do, don't forget you're going to have quite a few enemies coming right out here in front of you. So, nice little tether should work well. As the enemies come out, grenade them down. As anybody walks in, they will get nice and melted. Even if you want to just have a little more fun, blow them all up. So yeah, plenty of enemies will be coming out. Tether, of course. Just kind of knock everything out that comes in. I can even tether again. Got a couple of stragglers here. One more straggler. Hi, how you doing? The one vandal who did not get a skin change. Try not to get killed by him though, because he still hurts. Wait for the terrible recovery of the hunter. He's back here. Yeah, regular vandal. Total Siva strike. Somebody forgot. Cracks me up. Now he will definitely kill you fast. Two of those one major direct one will definitely kill you. Two will for sure. Got a little bit of damage on him, but not exactly how I was hoping that would go down. But you can throw grenades, cook him down frequently. Just watch that damage go to town. Lasts a while too, doesn't it? Yeah, he's not a big fan, but again, just watch where he's at. If he's out in the middle, he'll typically go hide back in here. Get any of those shots back there. Yeah, he's just painful, so just be very careful when you're messing with him. Not anything I would recommend getting ultra close to. I'm just going to keep cooking him down. Whatever's going on is going to happen. So he was like, this is the safe way to fight him. Lots of great grenades. You hardly even need bullets. He's immune, so he's going to apparently wander back. Now he's going to teleport out and back. He's going to have a little psych out. Wait till he's really gone. Like, wait for him to talk, wait for him to go away. Then you can come out here and look for ammo. But he has that little psych out maneuver where he'll, like, fake teleport out, so just remember that.
Maybe Tanix was more machine than we thought. He's not alive.
Alright, so coming on up, we got the next fun room.
Tanix's jamming
Again,
field is
grenades
still
will work
active.
well, tether will
We'll
too.
await your light on the other
He's
side.
just the annoying part of it. Now, I don't have all the hammers in the world to throw at him, but again, we'll see how this kind of goes without him. Yeah, Celestial Nighthawk would be perfect here. Honestly, I kind of want to switch, but we're going to go ahead and stick with it by request, because that's what you guys asked for. So these guys will continue to melt, so just let them stay there. And then again, if anybody's out there in the tether, like Tanix, should get tethered. There he is, kind of tethered. Be great if I could actually hit the broadside of a barn. And again, don't forget about your grenades. They will do a lot of work for you. Again, so does his Scorch Cannon. Damn. Well, I wasn't that far into that fight, so that's fine. It's not the end of the world. You great if I could run through this without doing that once, but so far not so much. I'm going to put that on the back wall. I'm going to come up here and see how many of those guys I can actually tether. Okay, really? Are you kidding? Just ruining my tether shot right back here. I wasn't actually trying to do that. I'll take the shot, but I was actually trying to shoot all the guys I tried to tether in the very back. I mean, rockets work pretty well, so I mean, if you want to go down that road, you want to go sniper, just don't stand still very long. If you get him down to the back, then that works even better. Once he's down there, then you actually have kind of free reign to do what you want. Any solid sniper will work fairly well at this point. You're about to just have some shanks coming up, so the quicker you can hurt him, the better. Creep on out. Just try and melt everything down. Ow. Occasionally those guys just get a little too aggressive for me. Tether tagging, grenades out. All the fun stuff coming up. You're going to have a lot of guys that charge you here between dregs and shanks and all the things. Just keep tethering. You're not going to hurt much doing that. Keep most of the guys at bay. Kind of keep the groups going here. Especially those captains who really don't want to get tethered or tagged. Yeah, most nobody's going to get too close to you as long as you got a tether up, which is good, but again, also not nearly as fast as hammers where you just melt everything. Hi. And just melt faces. Lots of things die. Those guys hurt though. Oh, and you do not want to die here. You will revisit the entire room from the beginning, so just be careful. Yeah, as I said, not the best gun, but it's just what I had on this character, so that's how we're rolling with it today. There are much better options. Any scout rifle, Doom and Chelchis would honestly be better, just because it's a scout. I like the way the damage works. Should be just about everything though. Now, this is one that's going to be really interesting. You can do a lot of damage with the Scorch Cannons to this tank. I want to see if the tether actually can make it worse, or better, however you want to phrase that. When you come out here, you want to kill these guys as quick as you can. Get those grenades out there so they can start working the guys in the back down quickly. And you want the Scorch Cannon guy down so you can pick this thing up. Now, once you pick it up, try and find one or two of these guys out in the middle, somewhere. Maybe if they're far out there, you can. However you can kill them, try and kill them. If you can't seem to throw a grenade properly, well, then you're terrible like me. Alright, pretty much you have to kill one Vandal, and then he will fall, like so. Now, at this point, just make sure you're kind of in cover, wait for things to happen. Super is up. I honestly can't decide if I want to do Bloodbound for the sharing of the damage. I'm going to try that. But basically, he's going to fire first over here, because that's where he thinks I was last. Maybe. Yep, he definitely thinks I'm over there. So does most everybody else. Now here, I'm going to tether him. I'm going to try and pick this up. I don't know if that actually got to him or not. Oh, it definitely did. I don't know if I got the crits that I was going for, but I still got a lot of damage. And you saw all the damage I did. You're going to have more enemies that come out. But look how much damage I did to him. He's almost, literally almost dead. So it's crazy how much damage you can do. Holy crap. So much damage. Good old Hunter recovery of terribleness. There's still a Scorch Cannon guy over there. He's hiding. There, he's down now. I want to pick this Scorch Cannon up. And you can literally use this to either take it with you or finish off the tank. And this is a great time to fire a tether here and cook these guys down so you can have even more Scorch Cannons waiting on you. Which you should be able to pick up. Grab one. Oh, really? Well, technically, I killed the tank. Let's see where my checkpoint's at. I've had this happen before where I actually skip it. And I did. I don't get my Scorch Cannon to go with me, but it could be worse. Now on this one, normally I would say, hey, throw your super, avoid bomb, or whatever. I don't have a great super like that, but I actually can switch it and wait. Because at this point it's boss time, it's solar time, so it's coming. So, Incendiary Grenade, Deadeye is on, Celestial Nighthawk is on, and we waiting. So basically how this works, for one, normally you just have to kill a few more guys, some drags and some shanks, and then you'd be right here. Now if you have your Scorch Cannon, try and drop it while you do the damage here and walk around the corner. Just keep throwing grenades, whatever. Try not to use your Scorch Cannon until you get to the back room. It's just kind of a fun way to do a ton of damage on the boss in one shot. It's like 130 grand. But if not, as soon as you cross this doorway, he's going to spawn in. So I would advise having rockets up and then also your Celestial Nighthawk, because we're going to step over, throw the grenade, do this, Celestial Nighthawk him, and then try and rocket him if possible. So see how much damage you do. Depending on the amount of damage you get on him, he's going to teleport all the way through. If you're here, you have shanks coming to you, he's right around this corner. If you have vandals, he's right around this corner. If you have nothing, you've done enough damage. That's kind of the point. Now again, Celestial Nighthawk, very effective. So, wait on it to spawn, and you can start off with a ton of damage. There's no crit on it, unfortunately. Destiny 2, they did actually throw that in there, which is nice. With that thing spawned in, turn around, throw a grenade up there. 256,000 damage. He's probably going to teleport right behind me. Yeah, he's literally... Oh, that's not even remotely cool. Alright, we're going to try that again. I didn't expect that much damage. I mean, it's a good thing. Like, you know, only way I'd get more is airborne. You jump in the air and it's like 512, but I'm just going to wait a second. Yep. That was an oops. So, no. Sorry, Tanix. Yes. So, the fun way to go, yeah, Celestial Nighthawk. Basically, phase 0, he's right there. I usually fight him from this side just to do enough damage. When he teleports basically on top of you, usually. Sometimes he'll be over here, but he has basically this whole side. So you'll be fighting from over here. Most of the enemies are going to come out of this doorway. Phase 2, he's on this back wall. You're going to be fighting Vandals and Servitors. He's going to be, I usually fight from over here. And then phase 3, he's in the middle, and you've kind of just got to make a circle around him. Again, there's that huge chunk of 256,000 damage, so as these things spawn, try not to be in the middle of them, also try and get away from him. Wherever he's shooting you from, get to the other side of the room. Now, normally I don't do that much damage, so it literally, like, didn't phase the fight out until he was actually, I feel like I glitched the fight, like, just a little bit. I know I got some Vandals, but there should be, like, a countless number coming out of that door in the back. There they are. They're finally coming. He is very immune. Pretty much what you need to do is take these out. This one. I wouldn't waste, you know, sniper shots on all of them, but you can have some fun power choose. But again, grenades work well here if possible. If not, just be ready. You're going to have a lot of dregs and things coming your way. And you'll have some vandals in the back, so just stay in some cover for a little while. Watch your radar, chunk some grenades, especially back there. The drags you know are not too bad. The vandals will start to hurt a little bit. But as long as you're in some cover, Tanix will not get over too close to you, so you got some room to move around. Now, Tanix apparently has some crazy explosions sometimes, so watch that. I can burn him, set him on fire a little bit. What's up? TNAVN. Probably saying that terribly, but you know. So here, once you've got all the enemies down, it's always good to kind of check so there's no vandals roaming around. Come up here on the platform, use it to your benefit. You can just take out these Siva clusters. Got any stragglers. You know you got them all when the power fades. And again, for knowledge of how this goes perfectly, there's another 256. Now he's going to teleport behind me whenever he decides to. I'm actually killing him too quickly. So, only bad thing about that, he's not going to teleport as fast, but the Siva's going to be up, so keep that in mind. I am kind of messing with the game a little bit due to the damage, but hey, they put it in the game, so they did it. Now, rockets will work well here on a couple sections, or you can just keep throwing grenades, no real rush or anything. Lots of things will sit there and cook and take some damage. Not as high. How you doing, bud? Not as fast as the thermite grenades, just because their continual waves of damage do a lot. So it's just going to be a little slower process here, but again, if you see any of these you want to take off, just try and get the shots in there. Take out those SIVA clusters when you can. Panics usually shouldn't be up here too close or anything like that. But he will be around, so just watch your sides, watch your areas. Now, real quick way to take one of the servitors out. Thank you guys. Glad you appreciate the comment. Big sniper still hurt, so don't forget. Hit that crit spot and shut them down. Bounce one off of him. Get a little explosion. Now, if I probably went like whatever I can actually shoot through everybody, I could line a few of these guys up and have some fun. But not yet. So many enemies. At least I got them fairly grouped up over here, which works. I try to keep them fairly consolidated. So hovering back and forth between these two sides tends to work pretty well. That's a nice grouping. Ah, always the one bullet I need. Come here, Vandal. It's not the most effective way, as you guys can tell. Hi, how you doing up there? Goodbye, Servitor. Like one more dude. I try and clear everybody out on this section because you've got to circle the room and kind of have some freedom of movement later. So that's why I like to really make sure everything is dead before I start doing damage to him. Now you could kill all the clusters if you want to. You can't exactly stagger him, but once he goes up in the center, just be careful. Don't stand really anywhere too long. He's going to be empowered, so you can't kill him yet. So what you need to do is just be ready to kill all of the things that spawn, like the Shanks. Now try and get in some cover here. Shanks hurt. Getting down. Now the Exploder Shanks are worse. Lots of them. Now be careful. I wouldn't stand anywhere too long, honestly. Just be careful, hover on the side. He's going to have his different sections, but if you're moving, the stealth guys will not be able to just completely blindside you. So watch your positioning, see where they're at. If they come out, that's fine. They can come at you and charge you all you want. See, no worries. Not a big deal. Stay in cover, watch the enemies as they come out. Try and get some of the SIVA clusters. Honestly, if you get the SIVA clusters and even all the enemies aren't down, you still could probably finish him off with like the one golden gunshot. But again, watching for one, the Shanks, which apparently I cannot shoot, and two, the clusters. Ah, he's still close. SIVA cluster. Oh, there we go. His power hasn't faded, so he's got one more. Does he? He does. It's up on the upper deck with him, isn't it? It's in the back. See if I can get that with a grenade. Nope, it's nighttime. Alright, so his power should fade. Most of the enemies are down. I don't see anybody else. Give it a minute just to be sure. And then let's see how much I can finish him off. That'll do it. One nice shot. Yeah, you gotta go Celestial on the boss. It's the fun way to do it. And then, as you guys know,
SIVA from restarting Tanix's mercenary operation.
It's always fun time with the Scorch Cannon.
Their function.
The Guardian will have plenty of opportunities to study SIVA.
So that is it. Apparently I glitched him so much, like, the enemies were coming out. If you do the damage so fast with Celestial, yeah, it kind of breaks it a little bit, but it's fun. But thanks, Tanbian. Glad to help you out with the Nightfalls and Icebreaker and all that good stuff. Hunter is done. Music is still playing, which is kind of weird, but oh well. Thank you guys, thank you. And what did I get? fusion rifle number 2. Not better. Well, thank you guys for everything, for tuning in. If you are on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, on Twitter. Always use that promo code Ebontis if you're shopping at Control Freak. And of course, subscribe to either Twitch and support me there, or subscribe on YouTube, hit that alert bell, and I will keep the content coming your way. So let's switch over. We're going to do the Warlock. If you're on YouTube, look for those videos. I'll have all the classes up this morning. So, see you soon. Thank you guys. Now, the Warlock is going to be a lot of fun. I don't even know what guns I have. I don't even know if it matters, because I'm probably not going to use them that much. That's the best part. It's going to be Scatter Grenade, Void Bomb, and Sanity. So